About 19 past the hour now, voters voicing concern about the state of democracy here in America. A new poll from the New York Times and Siena College suggests the blame may lie with the media. 59% say the mainstream media is a major threat to democracy. Whoa. Chris Bedford, executive editor, Common Sense Society. Chris, how you doing? Good morning to you. That poll came out on the 16th of October, several days ago. I didn't see it in the recap. I imagine a lot of people missed it. But there is the number. How do you interpret that?
I think it makes a lot of sense. Just in the few days since that poll has come out, reporters have said that the January 6th attack was worse than 9/11, that we need a cult deprogrammer to try and attack Republicans and change people, that the Republicans are fascists in this country, there's a fascist movement, that more people should be arrested, that the intelligence should be on a wartime footing against the American people. And that's only on one little-watched cable network to the left of Fox. This is something that's been going on now for years and years and years, especially in hyperdrive since the election of Donald Trump, where we've seen a media that's willing to continuously attack and demonize half of the population, not learn any lessons, double down on things. And then especially during the COVID crisis, when people were really looking for answers, people were wondering to push back, whether it was on school closures, church closures, food problems and scarcity. The media often trumpeted the regime and the leaders just lines over and over again. They attacked people who criticized things. They attacked scientists who doubted. They attacked people who said maybe this came from a lab in China. Anyone who stepped outside of the party line was attacked. And when you see a media that's been working hand in glove with the regime, you start to wonder, are these guys the bad guys?
Huh. Very interesting answer. Yeah, it's like you're not going to get it by the American people. They're smarter than you're giving them credit.
Very much so. And that's one of the great things about our system. Is politicians and then people in the media can lie about inflation or lie about this or that. But if you're dealing with it, if it's going on in your household, if you're seeing rising crime in your cities and increasing threats in your schools, well, then you know about it. And no one's saying over and over again on the TV that it's not happening is going to convince you. All that's going to do is undermine trust. And these last couple of years in particular haven't made things necessarily worse as much as they've made the American people wake up to just how corrupt a lot of these systems are. And that, hopefully, in the end, might be a positive.
Let's go back to this poll number, because we said 59% thought it was a major threat, but 24% said it was a minor threat. You put those two numbers together, you're at 84%, which, Chris, it's clearly higher than Trump or Biden or the Supreme Court or any other answers in that poll.
A minor threat to democracy is one interesting way to talk about the media. And, you know, that makes sense. If you've watched for the last 2 years since President Biden's been in, or the last year and a half, you'll hear over and over again that a man who used to be president, who lives down in Mar-a-Lago, should be raided by the FBI and is a threat to democracy, that you're at risk in your home. It's hard for people to buy that sort of thing. And what's sad is the media really sleepwalked into this whole thing. If you look at them, a lot of them think that they're champions. They think that they're very brave, sipping mimosas on Sunday in Washington, D.C. There are really brave journalists out there. There are people in Mexico City or Afghanistan or Pakistan who are working really hard to expose corruption. But that's not a lot of the class that we have here in D.C., that we have here in New York. It's a lot of folks who think that they're the arbiters of democracy, that they're the protectors, but in reality, they've just become palace guards to the people who are in power.
Wow. Chris, thanks.